present tonight's Strath Haven football game.
Tonight's game is between the 1-5 Conestoga Pioneers and your 6-0 Strath Haven Panthers.
He has room off the left side, and look out. 45, 50, 40, 30. Shane Green pulling away, and he will go 67 yards. Shotgun look for a Wildcat look, and Solomon takes the snap, looking for a receiver. He'll be buried in the backfield. Quinkel.
Tonight's game is sponsored by the Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper, true local coverage of Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding neighborhoods. Published since 1893. Steve Tobbs, Allstate Insurance and Media. Auto, Home, and Life. You're in good hands with Allstate. Ask. Alumni and friends supporting kids, helping students K through 12 to enhance their educational experience. Rose Tree Wellness Center. Complete chiropractic treatments featuring ART therapies in media. We get to the root of the problem. Ducklings Early Learning Center in Wallingford. Daycare for ages 6 weeks to 5 years. Sandy McCulley at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services in Media. Give her a call when buying or selling your home. Scar Pagnato Plumbing. Over 20 years experience for all your plumbing needs in Wallingford. Proud Haven supporters Mary and Larry Luter. Go Haven! The Wharton Benefits Group, specializing in creating employee benefit packages to attract, retain, and award the best employees. AMF Auto Clinic, taking care of your cars since 1961. Located in Brookhaven on Edgemont Avenue. Here are tonight's internet announcers, the voices of the Strath Haven Panthers, Brian Carroll, Pete Fulgenetti, Andrew Kaufman, and Mike Mayer.
Sometimes there are bumps in the road, and for your Strath Haven Panthers last week, they had a bit of a scare on the road at Marple Newtown. Back and forth they went for, well, all 4 quarters, and Panthers able to squeeze out a 1-touchdown win that was a little too close for comfort for many of the Panther fans. Still, Strath Haven, after 6 weeks of football, sitting undefeated and tied for the lead in the Central League, looking to extend that here tonight back on their friendly home turf at George L. King Field, taking on the Conestoga Pioneers, who roll in with a 1-5 record but are hungry to pull the upset. Good evening, everybody. Brian Carroll bringing you play-by-play tonight on havenfootball.net. And Panthers, again, have crossed the midway point of the regular season, have had a couple of close calls last week in particular, but, we're able to squeeze out a win with really fantastic defense, a game where the final score was maybe a little closer than what was anticipated by some, but as much as anything else, this Strath Haven defense has been fantastic. So tops in Delaware County, allowing just 8.5 per game, points per game, and now looking to do more of the same against a Conestoga team that has struggled a bit in the first season under a new coaching staff. Scott G. in his first year brings the Pioneers down Route 252 tonight. So looking forward to some good Saturday night football here, and if you are a Phillies fan, hopefully there'll be more to smile about after watching football rather than what's happened apparently in the last inning and a half down at Citizens Bank Park. But in the meantime, thrilled to bring everybody back together for the first time in a few weeks. Andrew Kaufman is back, Mike Mayer on the engineering and color commentary and everything else. And, of course, Mike was joined last week by Pete Fulgenetti up at Marple Newtown, and these guys pulled off all sorts of things on their own a week ago to make it happen and bring the broadcast to you 7 days ago. So, Pete, it's been interesting this week, leading into, for a lot of people looking at the Strath Haven schedule upcoming, you say, okay, Conestoga this week, followed by Harriton, followed by Lower Merion. This should be, a stretch where the Panthers should be able to put their foot on the gas here and gain some momentum leading into that Week 10 game that's looming with Springfield and could be a whole lot on the line. But, again, last week I think showed a lot of people that you can't count any team out on any given night.
Yeah, I know, Brian. There's 4 games so far this year that are really a little, I don't know what you would say, but they were very different. The two wins, they're all wins, but against Marple Newtown and against Pencrest, the Panthers struggled a little bit. And the time of possession in both those games, if you look back at time of possession, I would think about 70% of the times Pencrest and Marple had the ball. But we both, with two big plays in the Pencrest game by Sean Green, and in the Marple game, James Fisher with the big plays. So the big plays came through for victories for us, but it was a struggle. Now, the two games that I thought might be nail-biters down to the wire was Ridley-Conestoga. The Ridley scored 28-7, Conestoga 35-14, both three-score victories. So you really can't figure this season out, but the games we thought might be easier weren't, and the games that we were easier weren't. But anyway, the bottom line is we're 6-0, and we'll see what happens tonight. And like you said, that Springfield game looks pretty big down the road.
Down the road indeed, but again, can't look past Conestoga tonight. Panthers, again, will expect to run the ball hard with Shane Green as their leading rusher. Shane's been fantastic, averaging over 8 yards a carry coming in, and James Fisher has been the big play guy both in the receiving game. All three catches this year have finished in the end zone, and of course, as well, you have 600 yards, almost 600 yards of rushing for Fisher coming in. And look, this Conestoga team tonight had trouble with Garnet Valley last week with sort of a straight-ahead ground and pound attack from the Jaguars, and I would expect Strath Haven has seen that film and will plan to do more of the same tonight. On the flip side of that, Panthers gashed on the ground a little bit last week. Just Marple Newtown with a very patient game, ran straight ahead with a talented runner in Brett Wolski, who ran well, had a good low pad level most of the night, had good lean, fell forward on most of his runs, and the Panthers will need to tighten some things up there in the run defense. That being said, Marple Newtown scored their final touchdown. Their 14 points really came, 7 of those came in the final seconds of the game after the Panthers handed them the ball at the 8-yard line in the final 20 seconds of the game. The
punter dropped to the one knee, and in high school that means you're down.
Right. So again, Panthers made a mistake to gift them their last touchdown, really. But for the most part, the defense, while they bend between the 20-yard lines, we've seen really over the past several seasons, but last year and this year in particular, the Panthers find a way to get it done inside the 20s, inside the 30s sometimes by making some adjustments. And it's been just a terrific defensive effort so far. So they'll look to build on that. We will try to keep you updated on some other scores tonight. We obviously have some final scores that we can share from the Central League last night. Just a couple of games last night, and then 4 Central League games today, as well as a big one in the Philadelphia Catholic League. They're kicking off at Upper Dublin shortly for St. Joe's Prep and LaSalle. That should be interesting. At the 6A level for both seeding purposes, but realistically, those two teams could very well meet again in the playoffs. So, Strath Haven, speaking of meeting other teams in the playoffs, Marple Newtown is absolutely a possibility for rematch. Garnet Valley, you mentioned a 35-14 victory for the Panthers that maybe on the scoreboard looked a little easier than expected, but Garnet Valley starting to get healthy. I saw them last night. They're getting some guys back, and they would love a rematch or another shot at the Panthers as well. And, again, certainly Springfield licking their chops after the last couple years, especially. 2 very losses over the last couple years to Strath Haven in very close fashion. They've had that game circled on their calendar for 12 months.
Yeah, just one more thing I want to talk about, Brian, is last Friday night at Marple, one of the strangest things me and Mike has ever seen. Marple's down on the 1.5-yard line of the Panthers with 11 seconds to go, 2 timeouts in their pocket, and they don't stop the clock. It's hard to believe. The coach ran out on the field when the clock ran out and was complaining. I think he thought he called it, but the refs didn't see it. But when you have 11 seconds, 2 timeouts, and you're only a foot away, and you end up losing by 7 points, that's a tough night.
Tough night indeed for the Tigers. They have bounced back with a win today, though. Just final score from a 4 o'clock start today. Marple Newtown finishes strong over Lower Merion with a 41-13 victory. That was earlier today. Also in Delaware County earlier today, Chester knocks off Academy Park for Chester's homecoming. They go home happy, 45-6. Chester, we'll talk playoffs maybe more at halftime and the seeding and so forth. My guess right now is Chester probably ends up with a 6 or 7 seed as we project it out. Academy Park teetering on the edge of playoff contention, probably need to finish 5-5 to squeak in as maybe a 15 seed. We'll keep an eye on that one. Other Central League games tonight, Harriton on the road at Ridley. They'll start shortly at 7 o'clock. Springfield and Haverford, a monster game for Haverford Community Day today. And, of course, right here in front of us, your Strath Haven Panthers entering the field now with their silver helmets, black jerseys, and black pants right here in front of us. That was Bill Doherty jogging the American flag out to lead the squad tonight. Kevin Clancy, longtime head coach here since 1991 for the Panthers, picked up his 296th win last week at Strath Haven. That's 363 wins for his career, 6th all-time in the state of Pennsylvania. And Coach Clancy approaching 300 wins for his time here at Strath Haven since 1991. So we'll keep an eye on that and talk about that in the weeks ahead. And we'll wait for the Pioneers to make their way over to that far sideline shortly. And here they come. Silver helmets, white jerseys, white pants with the burgundy trim. And Conestoga led by first-year coach Scott G. Pioneers come in at 1-5, dropped their first 4 contests of the season, and then clobbered Harriton 2 weeks ago, 35-6. That game was actually fairly close, 14-6 in the midway through the second quarter, and Harriton had a turnover and looked like they were going to be with a chance to tie that game up, but Conestoga made a stop, took over from there, and dominated the second half for their first and only win of the season thus far. So, had trouble with Garnet Valley a week ago, but like I said, Conestoga will come in here hungry tonight with a young team, smaller team. Looking across the field, the numbers are down just a little bit, but that's not unexpected entirely with a new staff, and they'll take a few years to maybe build this back up after head coach Matt Diamond stepped down after last season. Captains ready to meet at midfield. Strath Haven with number 32, Shane Green. 34, Vince Hales is still out of the lineup, hoping he's back soon. And James Fisher and Ben Milligan shaking hands at the midfield stripe. With number 0, that is Arjun Narang. He is a punter and wide receiver. Big 77 out there is Justin Schwartz, a two-way lineman, joined by Gavin Ryan wearing number 50. And number 2, all-purpose player James Kesey. You'll see him in the slot. You'll see him at wide receiver, at outside linebacker as well. Kesey, a Penn State Harrisburg commit for baseball. So, again, terrific athlete, multi-sport athlete that I expect the Pioneers will try to feature at different moments tonight. So, in the meantime, we're going to take a short time out, be back for the Star Spangled Banner and the opening kickoff. Week 7 football action ready to rock and roll here on havenfootball.net.
The Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper has partnered up with havenfootball.net. The Swarthmorean was established in 1893 and is a true community newspaper and covers the Wallingford Swarthmore School District as well as events in Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding communities. Get your copy every Friday at 320 Market or Swarthmore Co-op, or go to swarthmorean.com for a mailed or digital subscription. For all the local news, read the Swarthmorean every week.
Hey fans, this is Todd Lights, public address announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you are listening to high school football right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome to Allstate, where everyone saves when they bundle their home and auto insurance. Isn't that right, Frank?
I saved 25%. Booyah.
You protected your casa?
Sure did.
And the Frank tank?
You know it.
And now you're relaxing.
I'm working from home.
Sure you are. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Your local Allstate agent is Steve Taub in media. Give him a call at 610-566-3500.
This is Keith Jackson. You're listening to High School Football right here on Haven Football.
There's the 12th man, the Strath Haven Marching Unit, belting out the Star Spangled Banner. Thanks again to everybody here at Strath Haven, Linnell Mosley for getting everything squared away as the athletic director. We're always happy and thankful here at our home turf. PA announcer Gary James here in the stadium, and of course Andrew, Pete, and Mike doing everything else here on the broadcast, and just blessed with another night of terrific weather here, Andrew. We're getting ready to go, and good to have everybody back.
Absolutely. Can't ask for much better weather in early October. No longer late September. We're in early October now, and it's low 70s at kickoff.
Yeah, no
beautiful
complaints.
weather for football, beautiful weather for baseball. See if the Phillies can pull off a comeback here in the 8th and 9th inning.
Any score update there?
2 on, 2 out in the 8th for the Phils, down 5-1.
5-1. Ay. Rough outing for the bullpen tonight, but hey, this one's on the hitters. You scored on the first batter of the game and come up with nothing since. Need more than one run to win a game. And in the meantime, Panthers ready to kick it off. Standing deep to return, number 5 is Jonah Brown, and James Kesey over on the far hash. And teed over near that far hash is the freshman Tim Steyer, and the Panthers will start the night on the defensive side of the ball and look to pin Conestoga deep in their own territory to start. All right, here we go. Week 7 football action. Panthers trying to keep that record unblemished. And they start with a high short end over and kick, fair catch, signaled for and made by number 24, Gavin Sarmento, and no return for Conestoga. All right, we'll get the Conestoga offense ready to rock and roll here. It'll be Timmy Bruder, senior quarterback, joined by Matt Scudder in the backfield. We may see Ian McLaughlin as well. James Kesey, Dan Cavanaugh, Hayden Brown, and Arjun Narang are your wide receivers. And when they use a tight end, it may be number 14, Noah Urich. Up front, Cody Vermillion, Gavin Ryan, Desmond Fritz, Justin Schwartz, and Chase Rinker are your down 5. They open with trips to the far side. Single to the near side is Narang. Timmy Bruder with Scudder on his left hip. Or is that McLaughlin? Let's see. All right, Bruder on first down from the 21. Give inside. This is McLaughlin right up the middle. Good into the arms of Shane Green and friends. Gain of maybe 5 or 6 on first down, and good push up front for Conestoga to start things. Panther defense tonight. Down another lineman here, so we'll keep it in mind. Jai Curtis is actually wearing number 85 tonight. He's joined up front by Nick Faribault. Sean O'Neill in for the injured Paul Oblek and Alexi Gustafson. That's your down 4. Linebackers Shane Green, Luke Mulhern, and James Fisher. Corners Jalen Starr and Grayson LaFrance. Safeties Quinn Kell and Ben Milligan. We will see Landon Barlow roll in there at moments as well. Up front, on second down and about 4. Little flip inside to Kesey, turns upfield. He's stopped just maybe shy or maybe right on the 30-yard line. We'll bring up third down and 2. Good pursuit there from the Panther defense, including Jai Curtis. We'll call that a forward pass, gain of 2 there. First catch of the night for Kesey, who comes into tonight as the 4th leading receiver in Chester County. 19 catches for 263 yards and a couple of touchdowns coming in on the offside on the receiving side of things. Kesey at the bottom of your screen, singled up on this near sideline. Third down and 2, trips to the far side once again. And keeper here for Bruder. He's got some quickness and turns upfield. It looks like he has first down yardage. They'll put him down near the 35-yard line. That will move the sticks for Conestoga and get a fresh set of downs with 10:24 and counting to go here in quarter number 1. Bruder, look, he's going to throw the ball a decent amount tonight, but he is equally dangerous running around back there and extending plays with his feet. Garnet Valley had some trouble early going, keeping him contained last week, and then came up with an interception and sort of tightened the screws after that. From the 34, it's Bruder in the gun one more time. Give inside, it's a Sarmento for maybe a couple, but Sean O'Neill clogs it up right there. Good job by Alexi Gustafson clogging the middle as well. And maybe the line of scrimmage for Sarmento, that's about it. Nice work up front there, Pete.
Yeah, that time he ran into one of his blockers, and it gave the lineman some time to close in on that play. Very good play by the center of the Haven line.
He'll try again from the 34 with 9:25 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Opening drive of the game here for Conestoga. 3 receivers on the near side. Motion man is Kesey. They flip it to him again. Another forward pass here. Flip inside. A turn upfield. Keeps his footing and squeaks through for a couple. Looked like a loss on the play momentarily, but nice job by Kesey to stretch it to the 36. Brings up 3rd down and 8. So a couple of 2-yard gains in the pass game for Conestoga here. Landon Barlow checks in on the defensive line for O'Neill on 3rd down and 8. Hayden Brown at the bottom of your screen. Kesey to the near side next to him. 2 to the far side as well for Bruder. Panthers looking for a pass rush here. They roll the pocket this way, firing to the outside. This is Brown, makes the grab at the 45. First down yardage, and then some. Finally wrapped up here by Milligan and Kell, but not before he picks up the Panthers side of the 50 to the 48-yard line. Nice work there on a gain of 16 for Hayden Brown.
That was a beautiful play, Brian. He just ran it, rolled out to the right, the short pass about 10, 12 yards downfield, first down.
Brown with an 11-yard touchdown reception late in the game against Garnet Valley last week. And a roll to the Bruder rolling that left side, has to get his feet set. Did a nice job of it that time. Here we go, first down again. This is Sarmento looking for room. Not much doing. Nice work inside by Shane Green, tripping him up at about just across the 45, maybe the 44 here. Gain of 3 for Sarmento. Brings up 2nd down and 7. Panthers defense bending just a bit here. Gave up about 175 yards rushing, if I'm remembering correctly, last week to the tailback Wolski on 30-some carries. I don't know that Conestoga will feature one back like that tonight, but 3 receivers to the right, keeping it himself is Bruder. Looking for room off that edge, has some room near first down yardage. He is belted. That's Milligan coming up quickly. Stopping him, I'm sorry, was that Mulhern? I think Mulhern, and just a hair shy of a first down. Call it 3rd and 1, but nice work from Bruder, picking up about 6 more.
Bruder showed some excellent speed there. He turned the right corner, gained about, I don't know how many yards there,
6.
but it's 3rd and 1. Just a good run by a quarterback.
Approaching the midway point of this first quarter already. Conestoga 3rd and 1 in an advantageous position here. 3 receivers on the near side. That's Kavanaugh, closest to the line of scrimmage. Brown to the far side. Bruder, now you get flags pre-snap, and this one might be going backwards here. Conestoga, a costly penalty here. 3rd and 1 now turns to 3rd and 6 after false start, and that's one that the coaches will just cringe. That changes your play call for sure, I would think.
Yeah, because they would have had 2 plays to get 1 yard. They probably would have went for it there. Now with 6 yards, it's a little iffy.
All right, here we go. They'll march it back to the Panther 43. Clock restarts. Bruder on 3rd down and about 6. Looking left, firing underneath, and it is Brown, incomplete. Ball just underthrown. Brown came back to it, but could not quite dig it off the turf. First incompletion of the night off the arm of Bruder. He's 3 out of 4 for 20 yards so far throwing it. And now 4th and 6, and my guess is Conestoga will take a shot here rather than pin Strath Haven deep. Offense is staying on the field. Bruder, first big play of the game here comes at the 6:15 mark of quarter number 1. Panther defense trying to get off the field. Brown to the near side. Kesey and Kavanaugh next to him. Back is Bruder on 4th and 6. Heavy pressure. Steps up. Curtis steps up. No, wow. Great job. Ball's knocked free. Scramble for it. And I think the Panthers are on it. Big hit from Mulhern to knock it loose. Let's see when they unpile. And it is recovered by number 17, Quinn Kell. Big hit from Mulhern. Kell pounces on it at the 35. And what a shame for Conestoga there. They had first down yardage, Pete.
Yeah, they did have the yards. And 4th and 6, it was a little risky there. at that point of the field. And they had their first down, but the hard hit the fumble. And now let's see what the Panthers can do with the ball.
Narang had a 7-yard gain there, wiped out by the fumble. We'll get to the Panther offense in just a moment. But from the 35, they'll start with Shane Green right up the middle. Green following his blockers and pulling away. We won't even announce the starting lineup. Shane Green will go 65 to pay dirt on the first play from scrimmage. 5:56 to go here in the first, and it's Shane Green going the distance. 65 yards for his 10th rushing touchdown of the season. Panthers ready to go here after just one snap. On for the extra point for the first time is Ian Gallagher back off the injured list. He and Steyer will share the kicking duties tonight. Caden Schuster to hold. Jackson Miller with a good snap. Ball spotted, kick is away, and Gallagher punches one through. All right, we'll take a short time out. Panthers on the board quickly, just after one play. We'll be back in a moment. Glad you're listening here on havenfootball.net.
Alumni and Friends Supporting Kids is a fiscal partner of the Foundation for Wallingford Swarthmore Schools. ASK strives to bridge the gaps in access to educational resources so that WSSD students have a holistic school experience. ASK helps students K-12 with items, services, and resources to support and enhance their educational experience with a focus on academic, artistic, athletic, and social enrichment. ASK scholarship forms are available on the WSSD website as well as through the school counseling department.
Hello everyone, I'm Ron Jaworski, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and you're listening to high school football right here on Haven Football.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Strath Haven 7, Conestoga nothing. Panthers needed one snap. Quick hitter to Shane Green, terrific blocking. He goes untouched for 65 yards up the middle. And a big play from Luke Mulhern and Quinn Kell forcing a Conestoga turnover, and 65 yards later, the Panthers on the board with 5:56 to go here in quarter number one. All right, Twitter is updated. Steyer has it teed, and the Panthers ready to go. Another high little sky kick coming down around the 25-yard line. Sarmento bumps into his own man. You've got flags coming from the back judge, and now as Faribault wraps him up, we'll see here. Not sure what was going on from there. Just going to get a flag. They may need to re-kick this. I don't know what this could be, except for maybe too many men on the field or what the story is. We have a sideline or all right. This is against Strath Haven. I didn't see what the call was. Illegal procedure. Unless they had 12 on the field. I'm not sure what happened. But all right, they're going to. Looks like Conestoga may make them kick it again. All right, Panthers will try this again, kicking it from the 35-yard line. Illegal procedure against Strath Haven, and I think it was maybe 12 men on the field. At any rate, we'll try again. And all right, quick score update. Springfield jumps out 7-0 on top of Haverford midway through the first quarter over in Havertown. Okay. It's a shame there for the Panthers as Faribault had the return man wrapped up inside the 25-yard line. Excellent coverage. Panthers will try it again. Steyer. Looks like he's got everybody lined up. I count 11, and here we go. End over and kick will come down again, this time at the 25-yard line. This is across out near the 30-yard line and wrapped up again. Very good coverage that time as Jaden Hall is swarmed quickly by a number of black jerseys, and Conestoga will try again. A drive that lasted, almost 6 minutes there for Conestoga. Took it down near the 35, Pete, and then the costly turnover for the Pioneers now need to rebound.
One thing the Panthers don't win is time of possession. All they do is win games. But we had the ball at 10 seconds, and they had it 6 minutes, and we're winning 7-0.
Yeah.
But that's the way it goes.
Big play offense. They've had a number of those long touchdown runs this season. Quick strikes, but here we go. All right. Conestoga with 2-by-2 here. Panthers look a little disorganized, and now motion to that far side, and going the other way is Kesey out of the Wildcat. He's wrapped up there on that far side by Jai Curtis, and gain of maybe 5 on the play. I think they'll put it down around the 35. So Curtis is wearing 81 tonight, not 85. In warm-ups, he was wearing 85. Not sure what happened between now and then, but Curtis has just been phenomenal all season. Up front, still awaiting the return of Vince Hales. As talking to him before the game, he is hopeful to be back out there soon, and will add some depth to that front line. Paul Oblick also out tonight, but he expects to be back next week as well. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side for Timmy Bruder and the Conestoga offense on 2nd down and 5. Bruder keeps it himself, looking for room, cuts it back. He has first down yardage out near the 40-yard line, spun down by Shane Green, but that should move the sticks. And this is something the Panthers, you saw on film. Like, oh no, just a little shy. Okay, 3rd and less than a yard here. We'll put it down at the 40. Well, no, now they are moving it. Okay, they'll move the chains. If they put it on the 40, I would say they should get a fresh set of downs there, and they do. 4:24 and counting to go here in quarter number 1. Pioneers bunch 3 receivers to the near side. Bottom of your screen here. Panthers outnumbered here on this near side, and they give inside. Sarmento is swallowed up by Curtis. He'll lose a yard back to the 39, and Jai Curtis has just been phenomenal. That's his 10th tackle for loss this season.
That was a great play by Curtis. He just wrapped him up, bear hugged him, and brought him down.
The 2nd down and 11 upcoming, and Conestoga. Again, we've seen Wildcat snapping to James Kesey already. They showed that really for a full series last week to Brown, Scudder, and others against Garnet Valley a week ago. Here, 2nd and 11. Bruder's going to fire a little bubble screen underneath. Room for Kesey here on the near sideline. Runs through 1 tackle, and then nice work by the sophomore Jalen Starr to bump him out at the midfield stripe, but they'll put it down right on the 50. Gain of 11 for Kesey, and another first down. Nice play design and well blocked that time, Pete.
Yeah, it looks like the Pioneers can move the ball to the sides rather than up the middle. But that little play there, it's a swing pass, 10-yard gain or whatever, and first down.
Clock ticks, 3:07 and counting to go here in quarter number 1. Jonah Brown to the far side. Narang at the bottom of your screen, slot to either side as well. Bruder firing to that far side. Has Brown, steps away from one man momentarily, but nice work there by Kell and others to wrap him up after a short gain of maybe 4. So nice work there. Panthers, again, bending, not breaking just yet. Knows the football. They'll give him the 45, a gain of 5 more for Brown, his 2nd catch of the night.
What the Pioneers are doing, Brian, is getting rid of the ball real quick within 2 seconds, and that's why they're catching Haven off balance a little bit.
Brown now to the bottom of your screen with Starr. There you go, motion now, quarterback sweep to this near side. Looking for room on the edge. Bruder is belted by Quinn Kell. Gets the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Bruder, nice work to lower the shoulder and deliver the hit, but Kell holds him to no gain and turns it to 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, the defense spread out that time. They wouldn't let him turn the corner. He might have been able to break up a little sooner and turned it, and he might have gained a few more yards, but that was great pursuit by the corners there.
Clock ticking. Inside of 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Conestoga has held the ball for all but 1 offensive play for Garnet Valley. Stoga with a turnover. Panthers scored on 1 65-yard run, and now trying to get the football back here on 3rd down and 5. Empty backfield this time. They throw to the outside. It is caught. Now a little hook and ladder. They flip it to Brown, and nice work staying home and making the tackle on that far side by Jalen Starr. But complete to Kesey, flip to Jonah Brown, and we'll give Brown credit for a gain of 8 or 9 and a first down.
Yeah, that was a nice little play there. pass and then flip it out the side there, another few yards. They got a nice little passing attack, the Pioneers do.
Bruder, 8 out of 9 throwing it for 51 yards so far. Brown will get, that'll be a stat you can figure out over the weekend, Andrew. Brown gets the yardage, Kesey gets the catch. It's the
3 yards for Kesey and 5 yards and 7 yards for Brown.
There we go. Inside of a minute to go here in quarter number 1. Another flip pass in front, a little touch to Kesey. They'll drop him at the 30. Gain of 5 more, and it brings up 2nd down 5. Kesey slow to get up this time. Took a heavy hit, and we're going to take a short time out here with 42 seconds to go here in quarter number 1, as James Kesey will get some medical attention, and seems like he's going to walk off under his own power. So you know what? We'll keep it right here. That's a good sign. We don't want anybody getting banged up here tonight at any level.
Looks like he might have got the wind knocked out of him.
Let's hope that's all it is.
Update from Ridley. They lead Harriton 14-0, 7:10 to play in the first quarter.
Harriton still looking for their first win of the season in their return to the Central League. Strath Haven takes them on this coming Thursday night, so a very short week for several Central League teams coming up. There's got 8 teams playing tonight on a Saturday. Many of them turn around again to play Thursday. So the Panthers will be here at George L. King Field Thursday night hosting Harriton. 42 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Clock restarts, and it's 2nd down and 5 for the Pioneers. Best field position of the night at the Panther 30. Slot to the far side is Bryce Fielding. Looking left and now running out of time and tucking and running. Cutting inside is Bruder. 1st down and more. Into the secondary he goes. Slides his way inside the 15-yard line and took a bump there just as he was sliding. Conestoga fans want a late hit call. None forthcoming, it seems. And down to the 14-yard line. 16 more yards for the speedy Timmy Bruder.
Well, as late as he slid there, it would be impossible not to at least touch him because, you couldn't see it coming.
Either way, promising drive here for Conestoga, and they'll continue it when we come back for quarter number 2. We've reached the end of the first quarter. Strath Haven 7, Conestoga nothing but threatening. We'll be back in a moment on havenfootball.net.
Looking for pre-K childcare with an emphasis on learning? Ducklings Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old within 1 block of Nether Providence Elementary School on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing, educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 610-936-9400.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Getting ready to start quarter number 2. Brian Carroll bringing the play-by-play, joined by Pete Fulgenetti, Andrew Kaufman, and Mike Mayer. The Panthers leading 7-0, but defense on its heels a bit. Conestoga with the football for 11 minutes and 49 seconds of that first quarter. The Panthers ran 1 offensive play. It finished in the end zone, but the defense has been on the field for most of the game tonight. And now bending here, 1st and 10 from the 14. Conestoga with a fresh set of downs, trying to punch one in and get this thing tied. Speaking of ties, Haverford has come back to tie Springfield. They're knotted at 7 up in Havertown. We'll keep you posted right there. Here, 3 receivers on the near side, 1 to the far side as we open quarter number 2. Timmy Bruder on 1st and 10. Give inside right up the middle. This is McLaughlin. He's belted down by James Fisher, but head of steam down to the 6-yard line. Flanagan's going to check in and get a goal line look in here for the Panther defense, but 2nd down and maybe a yard or 2. 2nd and 2 maybe, as they'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
We saw a lot of this kind of play last week against Marple. They're running up the middle. They've got to tighten up their defense. They're just leaving gaping holes up the middle.
3 receivers to the far side. Conestoga spreading out this Panther defense once again. Bruder in the gun. Back, looks, slant, inside. Nice work by Kell swatting it away, but the official thinks he got a little too much contact. Seems like it could be pass interference upcoming or defensive holding perhaps. Kell did well to get that left hand on the football. I think they may get the right hand giving a tug on that jersey. So that is indeed the call. This will be half the distance to the goal. And 4 cracks at it from the 3-yard line here for Conestoga. And a chance to get this game tied. First penalty of the night for Strath Haven. Comes at the 11-13 mark of this second quarter. Bruder gets the play, and Mike has said this several times. Boy, it's awfully tough to stop teams in short down and distance here. See if the Panthers, with the goal line look, can find a way. They pulled this off late in quarter number 2 last week against Marple Newtown, but Conestoga wants to talk things over now, and that'll give us a chance to thank our sponsors once again. We'll be back in just a moment. 30 seconds for first and goal when we return on havenfootball.net.
Looking for pre-K childcare with an emphasis on learning? Ducklings Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old within 1 block of Nether Providence Elementary School on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing, educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 610-936-9400.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. First and goal to go for Conestoga. Terrific drive here. Started back at their 25-yard line. They've marched it all the way to the Panther 3 and now have first down. And we're ready to go here with 3 wide receivers to the right coming out of their first time out. Kesey to the far side, singled up out there. Bruder in the gun, takes a high snap, quarterback draw, looking for room, off the near side, cuts away from one man, leans his way into the end zone for a Conestoga touchdown. Impressive drive from the Pioneers. They go 75 yards, or 70 yards rather, with the drive capped by the rushing score for quarterback Timmy Bruder.
I tell you, Brian, they're not playing like a 1-5 team. They're excellent. Their execution has been excellent. They can pass the ball. They've been running it. The Panthers have to really wake up here.
Panther defense gave up a first half touchdown a week ago, and Marple Newtown didn't get really anything after that, although they were darn close at the end of the second quarter.
Close. Panthers
with 2 big plays, getting stops at the 1-yard line late in quarter number 2, trying to avoid the same tonight. Extra point on the way up and good for number 36, Rayan Irani. We are knotted at 7 with 11:06 to go here in quarter number 1. Panthers will finally get the football back for just their second possession of the half when we return on havenfootball.net.
For your dream home, with over a decade of experience, Jess Mudrick knows the market inside and out. Known for her dedication and personalized service, Jess ensures every client finds their perfect match, from first-time buyers to luxury estates. A partner at the Sheridan Mudrick team and backed by Coldwell Banker Realty, Jess combines expertise with innovation, using the latest technology to make your buying or selling process seamless. For a real estate experience that's second to none, trust Jess Mudrick and the Sheridan Mudrick team. Visit SheridanMudrick.com today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Strath Haven and Conestoga knotted at 7 after Timmy Bruder's 3-yard quarterback keeper. And the Panthers now, who have snapped the ball 1 time thus far in the game. They've had it for 11 seconds. Scored on Shane Green's 65-yard run. Now with 12:43 of time of possession for Conestoga, they're ready to kick it away to the Panthers with 11:06 to go here before halftime. Arjun Narang has it teed. I'm sorry, now this is going to be Brown. They've used several different kickers in the warm-up and throughout the season for different tasks. And this will be Jonah Brown has it teed at the 40-yard line. They will send a line drive angling towards James Fisher, who scoops it at the 14-yard line. Fisher with a wedge and lots of speed to the near side. Shakes one man and is wrapped up at the 36-yard line. Nice work by Fisher with 20-plus on the return. And now we will finally introduce the Panther offense, since we didn't get to it on the first possession of the game that lasted one play. Quarterback is Caden Schuster, Shane Green, James Fisher, and Ben Milligan in the backfield. Jai Curtis and Alexi Gustafson are your tight ends. Macy John Riley tonight as well. Flanagan, Faribault, Murley, O'Neill, and Collins are your front five. On first down, to give is to Shane Green. Trucks one man at the line of scrimmage, but nice job hanging on right there by number 45. That's Landon Jones, I believe. I'm sorry, 43 rather, which is Harmon Stephen. All right, so gain of 5 for Shane Green. We'll get to the Conestoga defense after this play. Panthers with second down and 5 upcoming. Wing T look with 2 tight ends. Give is to James Fisher for the first time with room and speed, and lowers the shoulder. He bangs his way to the 45-yard line. Nice work there by Fisher, picking up a bundle. Give him 14 on his first carry. Conestoga defense, Cody Vermillion, Justin Schwartz, James Schrader, and Hayden Leon up front. Harmon Stephen, Matt Scudder, Matt Sloan, and James Kesey are your linebackers. Jonah Brown, Jaden Hall in the secondary, along with number 10, Dan Cavanaugh, who's subbed in there as well. Also in there at linebacker now, Landon Jones. Give is to Ben Milligan on first and 10. Milligan down to the 43-yard line for a couple on his first tote of the night. And it brings up second down and 8. And now we got a timeout on the field. Looks like a Conestoga player needing some attention here with 9:43 to go here in quarter number 2. So we'll take a short timeout with them. Thanks again to our terrific sponsors who keep us going every week on havenfootball.net.
Nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain? Give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Dr. O'Brien specializes in active release techniques, ART. ART can deal with many issues, including chronic shoulder, knee, and ankle pain. Rose Tree Wellness Center also offers a complete series of massage therapy as well as general chiropractic care. Don't spend another day in pain. Call 610-789-5555 and make an appointment today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Conestoga still with a player getting some medical attention here as the Panthers look at second down and 8 at the 43 when we come back. Couple score updates on games in progress. Ridley leading Harrington 14-0. Springfield has scored again, but their PAT failed, so they lead Haverford 13-7. LaSalle and St. Joe's Prep both scoreless in quarter number 2. Justin Schwartz being helped off the field, so not a good sign here for Conestoga, as that is one of their more active linemen on both sides of the ball, one of their bigger guys as well. So hopefully a quick recovery here for Big 77, but in the meantime, Conestoga will have to deal with some substitutions here. All right. In the meantime, Panthers with second down and 8. Scores from last night's Central League action. Garnet Valley all over Radnor 41-0, and a shutout for Pencrest as well as they take care of business 22-0 in their matchup with Upper Darby. Here's second down and 8. Wing T once again, wing to the far side. Milligan, quick hitter to Shane Green, and they were ready for that one. Quick trap play, read well by Harmon Stephen. So Green wrapped up after maybe a yard and brings up third down and 7. Green 71 yards on his 3 carries tonight. The first one went 65 for a score. Panthers trying to keep the offense moving here in a tie game with 9:08 to go here in the first half. Tight end to the far side is Jai Curtis. Gustafson to the near side, and now you get a whistle and timeout for head coach Kevin Clancy and the Panthers. So we'll keep it right here, and Mike, we'll bring you into the conversation a bit. We haven't talked to you as you've been working with the cameramen and everything else, but Panthers nodded here early in the second quarter. I think this would surprise some people.
Yeah, well, it's really the only comment you can make is on the defensive play. The offense has done great. They had the ball for 10 seconds and scored. We'll see if they can get the first down here. Might be a good place to throw a pass, a short pass. But in the meantime, defense is, they had some issues last week with Marple Newtown. They're having issues with Conestoga. I think what that tells us is that other coaches will be able to see the flaws in the way the Panthers are handling defense. They may have to make some adjustments.
All right, Panthers trying to figure out 3rd down and 7 here. 8-man front for Conestoga. 62 look. Give is to Fisher, looking for room, and they were ready. Conestoga swarms quickly. Fisher will lose a yard as number 50, Gavin Ryan, in quickly, and the Panthers will bring on the punt team as they fall to 3rd down and 8. Excellent job by the defense there, Pete.
Yeah, it was. I thought the first few plays they were gaining 7, 8 yards a pop, but the last 2 plays, Conestoga tightened up, and now they're forcing a Panther punt.
Panthers trying to tilt the field here with Ben Milligan, averaging about 33 yards per punt coming in. Deep to return is Jaden Hall. And an angling kick towards Kesey will take a Strath Haven bounce, angling to the sideline and out of bounds. What a job by Milligan. Fortunate roll, goes almost straight sideways and out of bounds at the 3. Give him 40 on the punt. No return, and a long field here for Conestoga on their goal line. What a job there by Milligan, getting that one off for 40 yards and giving the defense a chance to maybe make a stand here, and as Mike said, make some adjustments. As Conestoga on their second possession of the game went 70 yards for a score, and we're moving it well before a turnover on their opening drive. So possession number 3 here for the Pioneers begins with 8:09 to go here before halftime. James Kesey split end to the far side of the field. Jonah Brown to the near side. Bruder back to pass, looking, firing a slant. It is nearly intercepted. Quinn Kell jumped the route in the flat, had a hand on it and couldn't quite squeeze it. Falls incomplete, so nice job by Kell to swat it down, and the junior would like to have that one back maybe. That's the end zone standing right there in front of him.
Yeah, that was 6 points staring him in the eyes, but he just couldn't hold on to it.
All right, 2nd down and 10. Dangerous throw there from the near side, from Bruder to that far side in the flat. Clock stopped with 8:04 to go here in the second quarter. Kesey again split to the far side. He's joined out there by Kavanaugh, and now Brown to the far side. Narang to the near side. They give inside. This is McLaughlin looking for room and squirts his way across the 5 to bring up 3rd down and 7. Nice work by McLaughlin to make something out of nothing. It looked like just 2 black jerseys in front of him there, Pete, but he found a way.
If the Panthers can stop him here and force him to punt, they should have the ball in the Pioneers' territory within, I would say, around the 35, 40-yard line. So this is a big play to stop.
Kesey, Brown, and Kavanaugh bunched to the far side. Narang to the near side again. On 3rd and 7, it's Bruder. Back, looking, fires underneath, bubble screen to Kesey. Looking for room, gets a block, has a 1st down out near the 15-yard line. Excellent blocking up front there by Kavanaugh and Brown. Kesey with a gain of 9 and another Conestoga 1st down.
That pass to the outsides has been there all night long. The Panthers haven't been able to stop it. They got to play their corners up a little tighter. Maybe they'll pick one of them off.
Clock continues to tick. Inside of 7 minutes to go here before halftime. Strath Haven's had the ball for just over 3 minutes tonight. It's been all Conestoga otherwise. 3 receivers to the near side again. Kesey, Kavanaugh, and now Brown at the bottom of your screen. Bruder, quarterback draw. Nope, inside. Is that Kesey? That is Kesey. Yep. They split Bruder to the far side. Kesey with the quarterback, wildcat look there. The keeper goes for 5 more, brings up 2nd down and 5. Kesey's run that play twice, gained 5 yards each time, both on 1st down, and sets up second in a very advantageous spot here for Conestoga.
They're getting 4 or 5 yards a pop there. They got to tighten that line up.
6:09, 6:08 and counting to go here in the second quarter. Bruder on 2nd and 5, give inside. Sarmento going nowhere. That's Jai Curtis once again. Panthers have had trouble with Wildcat. They've had quarterback keeper that they haven't covered well, but each handoff has not been terribly productive for Conestoga. Sarmento dropped for no gain again. 4 carries for just 3 yards tonight.
Yeah, when Pioneers roll to the left and the right, they have their most success.
3rd and 5. Conestoga still knotted at 7. Looking for a big play now on 3rd and 5. Twins to either side. Bruder in the gun one more time. Back, looking under heavy pressure. Steps away from Gustafson momentarily. Eyes still downfield. Fires high and incomplete. Good decision from Bruder to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Faribault and Gustafson with the pressure, and Conestoga forced to punt. So nice job by Conestoga to at least get it off their goal line. A little more room for the punter here, and Panthers should be able to field this somewhere near midfield, and that's where Ben Milligan is standing at the moment awaiting the punt. Narang awaits the snap inside his 5. James Fisher stands back at the 45-yard line as well. Timmy Bruder, 9 out of 12 throwing it tonight. Narang with a boomer. Good kick. This is going to back up Milligan at the 40. Has a chance to return it. Looking for room. Gets a block from Fisher. Midfield and more for Milligan, and he's slung out of bounds. And they'll drop the flag as he was slung out of bounds. I guess that's enough to get 15 more there. Milligan, well, now they're going to talk it over.
That's a tough call there, Brian.
It's right on the edge of.
He had him by the shirt. He was flinging him out of bounds. I don't see where that was roughing. I don't see it.
I mean, it's the officials are going to talk it over. It wouldn't shock me if they pick this up. We'll see.
I believe they will.
I'm not sure. Either way, Panthers in very good field position here regardless, whether they have it at the 44-yard line or 15 yards further. They are going to go, they're going to say horse collar is the call. Not the late hit out of bounds. It looked like the hand got inside the shoulder pads there. If that's the call, there's not much an argument there. That's a safety issue. That's a point of emphasis for the officials, of course. So, all right, tack on 15 more after Milligan's punt return goes for 16. And now the Panthers 1st and 10 from the 29, trying to untie this score at 7-7 here. 5:07 to go before halftime. Fisher wing to the near side. Milligan comes in motion. They give inside to Green. Shakes one tackle and spins his way down near the 26. Gain of 3 for Shane Green. All right, 2nd down and 7. Panthers have yet to put it in the air tonight. They've run just 6 offensive snaps, not counting the punt. If you're joining us late, Shane Green had a 65-yard touchdown run on the Panthers' only snap of the first quarter, and then punted in their second possession. Here's possession number 3. It's Shane Green one more time. Green driving the pile across the 25. He'll be down near the 20, maybe the 21, but 3rd and 2. A good spot here for the Panther offense. Nice work there by Green. He's up to 79 yards on just 5 carries. Clock ticks, 4:12 and counting to go here before halftime. See what the Panthers can drum up against what's been, aside from the first play, a pretty stiff Conestoga front. Conestoga down Justin Schwartz at the moment. He's not back on the field just yet. It's Fisher off the right side. 1st down and more. Tucks his inside and still on his feet. Oh, he squirted out of the spot there. And James Fisher sneaks his way for 21 and a score. Panthers on the board again with 3:44 to go before halftime. Fisher just kind of got lost in there on that one.
Yeah, he did. The play before, he was lined up on the very end, and I thought they were going to do that corner pass that they did a couple weeks ago. But here he just broke to the right side and went all the way.
Matt Steyer on for the extra point now. Schuster to hold. Jackson Miller will snap it. Snap is a good one. Ball spotted. Kick is away, and Steyer pounds it through. 3:44 to go before halftime. Panthers with a good defensive stop, and the offense does their part. We'll be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
Or buying a home is serious business, And for serious business, the key to your success is to work with an experienced agent. Sandy McCulley has over 20 years of real estate experience and is a seller representative specialist as well as a certified residential specialist. Sandy specializes in Delaware County real estate. Sandy conveniently works out of the Media Berkshire Hathaway Home Marketing Center in Media. Let Sandy's experience be your advantage in today's multifaceted real estate market. Give Sandy a call at 610-368-6641.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. A 40-yard punt from Ben Milligan pins Conestoga deep. The defense does their part, and a short field for the offense sets up James Fisher's 21-yard touchdown run and a 14-7 lead for the Panthers here with 3:44 to go before halftime. All right, Steyer ready to kick it away once again. Deep to return, Jaden Hall. And that's going to come down to one of the up men one more time at the 21-yard line. That's Sarmento, and he is buried over on that far sideline. Big hit over there from Ben Milligan. And Sarmento didn't get to go very far there. Maybe 8 on the return. Conestoga will start at their 29-yard line. They have 2 timeouts with 3:38 to go here in quarter number 2.
Ben Milligan has been having a fabulous year tackling, whether it's special teams or defense. He's been really, really good.
3:38 to go here in the second quarter. Conestoga trying to get this game tied. Have had 2 promising drives tonight. One finished in the end zone. Looking for more of the same here. Split end to either side, slot to either side as well. Bruder with an empty backfield. Kesey comes in motion. And rolling this way is Bruder. Under heavy pressure, steps away from one man. Flag down in the backfield. Bruder dances across the 35. First down yardage, still on his feet across the 50. He is hit from behind, and Quinn Kell finally wraps him up. But this looks like it's coming all the way back as the pass rush looked like they were given the line was
back there. Yeah,
offensive line was having some trouble with Curtis and Gustafson. Flag sitting back on the 23-yard line, and this always a killer in high school football, just a holding being a spot foul. You're going to march it back from the 23. This will take you back to the 13-yard line and turn it into 1st and 26.
That hold is what gave Bruder that opening there, so I guess you could say that.
Right.
That's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't hold, you might be sacked. So either way, bad news for Conestoga here as they go backwards with 3:20 to go here in quarter number 2. Pioneers will try again. Same formation, 2 receivers to either side. But now a back alongside of Bruder who rolls to his right. Man in his face is Curtis, who's got him by the shirt collar, and he is swarmed. Down he goes. Jaid Curtis with another sack. Back inside the 12-yard line. Nice work there by Curtis. It'll bring up 2nd down and about 27.
Curtis is having a great first half. Two bear hug tackles and 1 sack. He's been all over the field.
Clock ticks. 2nd and about 27 to go here for the Pioneers. They've held the football for over 16 minutes now, but still trail 14-7. Panther defense getting plenty of reps and plenty of practice in this first half. 2nd and 26. Back, little screen to this near side for McLaughlin. Looking for running room, steps away from one man and bangs his way out across the 20-yard line to the 22. And looks like timeout on the field for, didn't see who called timeout. All right, 2:06 to go here. 3rd and long, and you know what? We'll take a short timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Looked like we'll figure out who called the timeout when we come back on. All right, Haven timeout. They want to preserve the clock here on 3rd and long. Be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
Do you have slow-running drains? Are you thinking about selling your home or property? If so, go to scarpagnatoplumbing.com and schedule a technician. They are the area's only small plumbing company to offer in-house trenchless sewer and water main repairs. They also offer sewer lateral certifications for the surrounding communities. From faucets to water heaters, they can handle all your plumbing needs. Give them a call at 484-832-5566.
This is Keith Jackson reminding you you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.com.
Welcome.
Do you have slow-running drains? Are you thinking about selling your home or property?
And about 17 or so after a 9-yard screen pass to McLaughlin. All right, here we go. Looks like empty backfield for the Pioneers here on 3rd and 17. Strath Haven called the timeout, trying to maybe get a stop here on 3rd down and get the football back before halftime. James Kesey in motion, rolling that way now. A little throwback, but heavy pressure, and coming to get him is Landon Barlow with help from Curtis. The sophomore Barlow in for pass rush purposes with a big hit. Curtis there to clean up. And the Panther defense with a second sack of that series back to the 19-yard line, loss of 3, and 4th and long upcoming.
Excuse me, Brian. That timeout that the Haven called before was excellent, because now with 1:50, they're going to get the ball near midfield, possibly score again.
No timeouts remaining as the Panthers burn their final timeout with, and again, you're right. If you're a Panther fan, you're hoping for a good return, or maybe you get a punt block on. Who knows? Maybe you go after one right here with just 1:50 to go here before halftime. Try to get some score updates as well. Last we heard, St. Joe's Prep and LaSalle scoreless in the second quarter. Springfield, last we heard, was still leading Haverford 13-7. I'm not sure if we have a Ridley Harriton update or not, but Andrew working the social media here to try to catch up. Go ahead, Andrew.
Quick update. Haverford takes a 14-13 lead, 1:06 to play in the second quarter.
All right. Here, 4th and 20. Ready to punt it away is Narang. They did nearly get it. Curtis on the rush, and that pressure off the side of the foot of Narang, and the Panthers going to be in great shape here. Line judge will spot the football at the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
So just a 16-yard punt, and, we said it during the timeout. Maybe they come after it, and you send Jai Curtis in there, and Narang rushed it just a bit. And the Panthers now with a short field. No timeouts remaining, but 1:43 to go. Should be plenty of time here to maybe get in at least field goal range. All right, split to the far side, John Riley. Motion man is Fisher, play fake, Schuster back, looking, has a man wide open is Milligan, who's got it. They close quickly, make the stop at the 15. Gain of 20 for Milligan, who has his first catch of the season, and now you've got a Conestoga player shaken up, and will be a timeout on that far side. Collision on that far side between Milligan and Jonah Brown, and Brown seems to have gotten the worst of it right there, but first catch of the season, Schuster on the wheel route. Nice work by Riley drawing the defense on the post. But nice work there by Schuster and Milligan connecting for the first time this year with 1:33 to go. And unfortunate spot there for Conestoga to not only have Jonah Brown injured, but this gives Strath Haven a chance to talk things over.
Yeah, I thought they might come out throwing there. 40 yards without timeouts is pretty tough. Now you're inside the 20. And now you can go back to Green and Fisher, and probably with one of those breakthroughs could score.
All right. Well, again, Panthers out of timeouts, but 1:33 and just 15 yards to gain here for a touchdown. You're already in field goal range. So my guess is Coach Clancy maybe plays this fairly conservatively and says, may not put it in the air, but take a shot here.
And Matt Steyer, I talked to him last week. He said he's good for 40 yards in.
Okay. Here we go. 1:33 to go here in the first half. Clock restarts. 1:31 to go. Quick hitter. This is Shane Green on the trap play. Sheds a tackle into the secondary. Stiff arm and into the end zone for the second time tonight. Shane Green will not be denied on that run. Just ran through 2 tackles, and 15 yards later, the Panthers have a 2-score lead.
Yeah, that whole series there, the pass to get you close, and then the handoff to Green, and it's 21-7 now, and perfect situation there.
All right, on for the extra point, up and good is Ian Gallagher. Panthers 21, Pioneers 7. They score quickly once again. We'll be back in just a moment. See if the Pioneers can come back late here in the second quarter. You're listening to High School Football on havenfootball.net.
Benefits Group specializes in creating employee benefit packages which can maximize your company's ability to attract, retain, and award the best employees. We develop a strategy for your business to attract high-quality team members. It is critical to have benefits that are competitive in the marketplace. We develop a benefits package and retirement plan that helps you implement a complete benefit program and retirement solution. We help you implement a successful strategy that rewards your employees for their hard-earned time. Empower your employees with a comprehensive benefit solution from the Wharton Benefits Group. Call them at 484-328-3590.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, and you're listening to High School Football right here at Haven Football.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Strath Haven 21, Conestoga 7, and the Panthers take advantage of a short field there after the defense does the job once again. A pair of sacks on 2nd and long and 3rd and long after a very costly holding penalty for Conestoga. And now Tim Steyer has it teed once again. All right, Jaden Hall to the far side on the hash mark at the 10-yard line awaits. Panthers will try to kick it deep. It'll be Hall backpedaling and hauling it at the 7-yard line. Juggles it momentarily, now looking for running room. Sheds one tackle of Shane Fisher, but others have him swarmed, and that is Alexi Gustafson slinging him down around the 15-yard line. Panthers' kick coverage tonight has been solid, and now Conestoga with just 1:14 to go. They have 2 timeouts, and will kick the ball away to Strath Haven, I believe, right? We started with,
yes.
We started the night with Strath Haven kicking off. So Strath Haven will receive the second half kickoff. And, you can make an argument for Conestoga to say, hey, we want to take a shot here and see if we can get something going. But at the same time, you don't want this getting out of hand if there's a turnover.
We've got 2 wideouts on this side, Brian. 2 wideouts.
2 receivers to either side. Bruder back, straight back, and they dump underneath to McLaughlin, who makes the catch. Is dropped quickly near the 20-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Nice work by Quinn Kell with another tackle. Junior safety's been awfully busy tonight. 2nd down and 5 upcoming. Clock ticks, 50 seconds to go. No huddle here for Conestoga. Rolling to the near side, Bruder under heavy pressure once again. Steps away from one man. He is belted down. Jai Curtis says hello back at the 17, his 2nd sack of the night. And my goodness, that is relentless pursuit from Curtis as the clock continues to run. 31 seconds, 30 seconds. 3rd and about 9 now for Conestoga. I don't know that they'll take another shot here. I don't know if you want your quarterback taking another shot like that.
If I'm the Pioneers, I just let the clock run out.
Clock melting now, 15 seconds, 14 seconds. Conestoga in no hurry here. Clock ticks, 10 seconds, 9 seconds. I don't know that they'll need to snap it again.
No.
Play clock in their favor here, and we will take it to the locker room. And that will do it for quarter number 2. The home crowd's starting to get excited now. And why not? Strath Haven 21, Conestoga 7. Conestoga controlled the clock for the large majority of the first half, but the Panthers controlling the scoreboard once again. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll chat with Pete, Mike, and Andrew at halftime, and of course hear plenty from the Strath Haven and Conestoga marching units. Be back in a moment on havenfootball.net.
Remember those old shows with creepy, scary movies hosted by a weird, kooky character? They're back. Lord Blood-Raw's nerve-wracking theater, presenting the best, worst, and wildest horror and science fiction films ever made. Films so bad they're good, and films so good they're bad. No, that doesn't work. Who writes this stuff? Lord Blood-Raw's nerve-wracking theater, Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern on New York 48 WWON TV.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ron Jaworski, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and you're listening to high school football right here on Haven Football.
Welcome back to George L. King Field, where at halftime the Strath Haven Panthers lead the Conestoga Pioneers 21-7. Pete, despite Conestoga having the ball for almost 17 minutes in this first half, Strath Haven's been able to put up 3 touchdowns.
Yes, they've
been very explosive, and it's been, even though Conestoga's had all the ball, Strath Haven's had most of the scoring.
Yeah, and it's just so reminiscent of the Pencrest game. We won in the halftime there with hardly any time of possession with the lead. The same thing's happening here tonight. But I'm a little concerned about the Haven line. They've been allowing in the last 2 weeks too many runs up the middle. They've been allowing 5, 6, 7 yards a pop. Now, the last couple series, Isaiah Curtis and all, they've kind of closed that in, and it seems like they're taking over momentum now. But when they get into November, into the playoffs, and we're starting to get into those tougher teams, they got to stop that run, or it could be a short playoff run. But so far, 21-7, we'll take it. We're getting the second half kickoff, and, so far it looks good.
Yeah, Strath Haven's been able to run the ball. They've got 13 yards of carry, and they've got a 20-yard pass completion. Only 2 penalties for them, 3 for Conestoga, and it's been a pretty balanced attack for the Panthers.
Yeah, I think the Panthers know they can run against this team. And with a lead, getting the ball in the second half, they could, you hate to say it, but they could just run the ball down, score, and this game's over. But I think their line offensively can overpower the defensive line of the Pioneers, and we've seen that.
Yeah, we've seen that tonight, even though there have been a couple of negative plays that Conestoga's been able to get in the backfield on a couple of times, but
yes.
Strath Haven, for the most part, just dominated up front, and at least on the offensive side. The defensive side has turned it up a little bit more now that Conestoga's into more pass-heavy situations where they have to throw the ball, and the Strath Haven pass rush can get going.
And I think when the second half starts and Conestoga gets the ball, you're going to see a lot of throws. And if these corners of Haven play up a little tighter, they may pick one of these off and go 6. So we'll see. But 21-7, even though they haven't played great, they're playing good enough to have a 2-score lead.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's been an excellent performance defensively. They've been able to hold Conestoga to just 134 total yards, despite Conestoga holding the ball for just over 19 minutes in this first half.
Well, I guess you could say they're bend but don't break defense. If people are going to score on us, it's going to take them a while to get there. There's no big breakout 50-yard runs against us, but I think they're allowing a little too much in the rushing defense, and I think they got to tighten that up before the playoff season starts.
Absolutely. Well, we're hearing a great sound from the Conestoga Marching Band. Mike, do you have any thoughts on the game tonight?
No, I agree with Pete. I think we've got some serious questions about defense, and I'm assuming it's going to be the way that the coaches are laying them out and where they're playing them and how they're slanting them. Obviously, other coaches are beginning to read our defenses and work around what can be done. Our offense has done what is needed to do. I mean, realistically, you can't expect to score every time you get the ball, so that's unrealistic. But the stats, I'll throw them up here. Let me clear this off, and I'll throw this up. The stats are, pretty even. Total rushing yards, of course, are much more advantageous to the Panthers. But total yards in general are fairly close because of Conestoga's ability to pass the ball. First downs are interestingly comparable, considering how little Haven's had the ball. And you can see time possession for Haven is just under 5 minutes, with Conestoga having the balance. So, at the end of the day, offense is doing what it has to do. I think the fact that we're allowing an offensive competitor to hold on to the ball so long, make as many first downs, that's pretty telling. We have 21 points and 6 first downs. Conestoga has 7 points and 8 first downs. So they're hanging in there on a regular basis.
You're going to get less first downs though when you have 65-yard runs.
No doubt, but it also means that you're giving the ball up for possession between possession time and first downs. You're giving the offense an awful lot of ball to work with. And in a tighter game or with a team that may be more explosive, we could be behind by.
That's what I'm thinking.
Games,
you know, if you look ahead to November, which is still far away, you know, you're going to have to play a little better when you get to these better teams.
Yeah, we're going to have to adjust. I mean, I think that's what it is. I don't think the kids are playing any softer. I just think we maybe, again, I think other coaches are beginning to notice gaps in our defense and are taking advantage of it. They can't take advantage of it completely, but enough to give us fits and make us wonder what's going on.
Yeah, we've seen that the last 2 weeks with both Marple and Conestoga have been able to run the ball up the middle pretty much at will.
A lot of these runs tonight by the Pioneers almost looked like Marple running, and I'm sure they were studying that video of last week's game.
I'm sure they were.
And that's where they're attacking us. So we just have to tighten that up and, you know, move on.
So you guys want to talk a little professional sports here, or do we rather
No,
just,
thank you.
Yeah.
What's the final on the Phillies?
6-2 was the final.
Oh, my goodness.
That
Phillies
does not bode well.
Phillies gave up 5 runs in the 8th after Wheeler threw 7 scoreless.
Yeah.
Mets get 5 runs in the 8th on all singles and sac flies.
And that is not an uncommon event for the Phillies this year.
And it's not an uncommon event for the Mets in this postseason either. Their pitching has held them in games until late, and their offense they've been able to play small ball and
I definitely
get
think,
runs.
I think the Phillies probably have a better hitting team, but I think the Mets have a better pitching team. So, you know,
hit better than the night. They had 2 hits in the first 7 innings.
Right.
And they finished with just 5 hits on the night.
Not a stellar performance. Well, you guys want to talk a little Eagles football for this weekend?
There is none, thankfully.
Oh, that's right.
But we can still talk.
They had one heck of a game on last Sunday where they went down to Tampa, where they got embarrassed in the playoffs and proceeded to promptly get embarrassed again on Sunday.
Yeah. I want to say one thing about Jalen Hurts. Me and Mike have talked about it many times. I just don't know if he's your answer. When you hold the ball 4 to 5 seconds without throwing it, and there's men open, as long as your brain doesn't calculate, let's get rid of the ball, I don't know how much success he'll have looking down the line. What do you think, Mike?
Well, you know, I'm going to assume, for the sake of argument, that Hurts has the talent to be an outstanding NFL quarterback. Now, I could be wrong.
He's certainly shown that.
Well, he's shown it at times. But remember,
he's gotten the team to a Super Bowl, and he was the best player to Super Bowl.
But remember, so did Nick Foles.
With Patrick,
and he didn't win any awards. I mean, he had the games of his life for 5 games in a row and got in Super Bowl. That was wonderful.
But Nick Foles wasn't the best player on the field in the Super Bowl with Tom Brady.
But neither is
Jalen Hurts was the best player on the field in that Super Bowl in a game that included Patrick Mahomes.
But you got to be a consistently playing quarterback.
Andrew,
my point is
what you just said.
My point is.
What about now, though?
My point is that. To me, I'm going to assume it's a coaching issue because that's where the problem is.
I think you can see that in the way the offense is run, and you look at some of the numbers with motion and all the stuff that you expect from a Kellen Moore offense.
You got rid of all your coaches.
You aren't getting that in this current Eagles offense because
you got rid of all the coaches except the head coach. It makes no sense to me.
Because Nick Sirianni is still sticking his fingers into the Eagles offense that should be Kellen Moore's.
Whatever it is. Okay, we got a headset for Nick. Not Nick Sirianni. We have Nick, the band leader.
Not Nick Sirianni. He needs more than a headset, Mike.
Okay, we're about ready for the Strath Haven marching band to come on. We're going to get set for that. I got to find my graphic. Right now, I'll run this again. Halftime.
Strath Haven leads this one 21-7 at the half over the Conestoga Pioneers. Conestoga's marching band clearing off the field after a wonderful performance. And we're just about ready to send it over to Strath Haven Band Director Nick Pignataro for the Strath Haven Band performance tonight.
That's not going to happen until we get a band out here, so.
And it looks like we're ready to go. Take it away, Nick.
And we're turning the wheel of musical time tonight with this show featuring the music of Olivia Rodrigo, reaching back to the danceable sound of Motown and dancing off with the Spice Girls. The student leadership team is led by student directors Olivia Giannopoulos, Ella Liberi, Sophie Lynn, Bennett McManus, and Tianro Wong. The drum majors are Cecily Heisey Terrell, Olivia Heisey Terrell, and Quentin Saylor. We asked, did you just get your driver's license? Well, good for you. This is Olivia Rodrigo. Get ready. We'll have you dancing in the street all weekend after you hear this medley. Keep going. Don't stop. In the name of love. Sugar pie, honey bunch. I know I can't help myself. So reach out and I'll be there. These are our dancing Panthers. This is the sound of Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, the Four Tops, the Supremes, and the Temptations. It's time to end the show with salsa, samba, and pop. It's Spice Up Your Life by the Spice Girls. The Pride of Haven, the Strath Haven High School Panther Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Assistant Band Director Mrs. Haley Lombard, Pit Director Mr. Richard Michael, and Drumline Instructor Mr. Kristen Rudolph. Miss Valerie Shaliga directs the band front and dance line with Silks Instructor Coach Arya Boris, and dance team instructors Miss Gigi Ianello, Miss Rosie Ianello. For the Panther Band, I'm Nick Pinataro. Have a great evening, and let's go Panthers!
The Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper has partnered up with havenfootball.net. The Swarthmorean was established in 1893 and is a true community newspaper and covers the Wallingford Swarthmore School District as well as events in Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding communities. Get your copy every Friday at 320 Market or Swarthmore Co-op, or go to swarthmorean.com for a mailed or digital subscription. For all the local news, read the Swarthmorean every week.
Hey fans, this is Todd Lights, public address announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you are listening to high school football right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field, and a giant thank you to the Conestoga and Strath Haven marching units. Just a phenomenal performance, as always, and we've been saying it for years that, look, we're going to do our best to put these on video, but if you get a chance to see these guys in person, the bands have just been terrific every week, so we're thrilled to bring that to you, and just another wonderful performance from everybody. So thank you again to Nick Pinataro and the band staff and all of the kids for their energy and effort week after week. All right.
Brian, one thing quick. The band changes faces every year. but the sound never does.
Yeah, again, we've seen larger numbers in years past, but you're right. The sound is phenomenal. The choreography and everything else just right there with it. So, quick score updates at halftime. We've mentioned this already, but Haverford on top of Springfield, 14-13. Haverford with just one loss in the Central League to Garnet Valley back in Week 3. Springfield undefeated coming into tonight, but they have their hands full, clearly. Springfield finishes their season at home with Garnet Valley, then right here at George L. King with Strath Haven in Week 10. So lots of playoff points and shuffling could be up in the air if Haverford can hang on later tonight. Ridley all over Harrington, 42-0 late in the second quarter, last we heard.
That's at halftime
now, so we'll have a running clock down in Folsom after halftime. And LaSalle and St. Joe's late in the second quarter, still scoreless. So that's a wild one up there in Upper Dublin tonight on a neutral field. Actually, I guess that is LaSalle's home game tonight. But Marple Newtown finished off Lower Merion 41-13 earlier today. Chester knocked off Academy Park 45-6, and the Chamonix on top of Penridge earlier. A few scores of note. And again, in the Central League last night, Garnet Valley shuts out Radnor, and Pencrest with a shutout themselves, 22-0 over Upper Darby. Garnet Valley at Upper Darby on Thursday. We will be back on the air here Thursday night, 7 o'clock kickoff with Harrington. So the Panthers with another home game next week, followed by a Saturday game. So again, some weird scheduling here for the Panthers with a Saturday, Thursday, Saturday stretch here in weeks 7 through 9. And then back on a familiar Friday night for week 10. That'll be October 25th. With possibly league title hopes on the line for Springfield and Strath Haven here at George L. King Field for Week 10. So, Strath Haven are ready to receive this second half kickoff as the Panthers and Pioneers retake the field after a terrific halftime performance. Again, what was mentioned at halftime already, 19:09 of time of possession for Conestoga in that first half, just a little under 5 minutes of time for the Panthers, but Panthers with 130 yards rushing, 20 passing on their one attempt, Schuster to Milligan, and, again, 21-7 on the scoreboard where it counts. The Panthers feeling good about it coming out of the third quarter, coming out of the halftime locker room. All right, third quarter ready to begin. James Fisher awaits at the 5-yard line, Ben Milligan to the far side on the hash mark. And to the near side, Shane Green. We'll see if Aaron Brown, that's good. Aaron Brown was shaken up into the second quarter, late in that second quarter, but he's back on the field and has it teed and ready to go. All right, end over end kick. This will be a line drive. This will be Fisher at the 11-yard line, looking for a wedge up the hash mark, finding room and speed here on the near side. 40, 45 midfield. Fisher banged out of bounds by his counterpart wearing number 5, Jonah Brown. He and the official go head-to-head, but nice work by Fisher. Not too many teams have kicked it to him yet this year, and this one runs all the way out to the 40-yard line. Well done there by the Haven return team, and the wheels of James Fisher still rolling.
Yeah, look for the
49
Pioneers.
on the return.
The Pioneers here have to stop Haven, or this could be all over right here.
All right, Haven with the football on the 40-yard line after 49-yard return from James Fisher. 1st and 10 with Jack Schuster under center. Curtis tight end to the near side. Wing to the right is Milligan. This is Green. Bounces out to the left side. Carrying tacklers. Still on his feet. Shaking Jonah Green and Shane Green all the way inside the 15-yard line to go over the century mark for the evening. Give him 27 and another first down.
Ryan, he kept dragging players, throwing them off. Another one jumps on, throw them off. Unbelievable power by Shane Green.
121 yards on just 7 carries tonight. Panthers set up at the 13-yard line here. 1st and 10. Wing to the far side is Fisher. Milligan in the backfield this time. And they give to Fisher, looking for speed off the edge. Faribault leading the way. Great block by Faribault, and going in untouched is James Fisher for the second time tonight. Faribault with the wheels on the pull, just clearing the way here.
power ball just blew that guy off the line. Away, and nobody's going to catch Fisher.
We've seen that all season long. The Panthers need just 2 plays after the long kick return to find the end zone again. Extra point pending here with Matt Steyer. 10:59 to go here in the third. Extra point up and good. Strath Haven 28, Conestoga 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds to see if the Pioneers can answer on havenfootball.net.
Welcome to Allstate, where everyone saves when they bundle their home and auto insurance. Isn't that right, Frank?
I saved 25%. Booyah.
You protected your casa?
Sure did.
And the Frank tank?
You know it.
And now you're relaxing.
I'm working from home.
Sure you are. Save up to 25% when you bundle home and auto with Allstate.
Your local Allstate agent is Steve Taub in media. Give him a call at 610-566-3500.
This is Keith Jackson. You're listening to High School Football right here on Haven Football.
Strath Haven 28, Conestoga 7 as the Panthers needed just 1 minute and 1 second. 2 plays on a 40-yard scoring drive to put James Fisher in the end zone for the second time tonight. Panthers in control here and would love nothing more than to tack on a couple more scores and perhaps shorten this football game. Fisher's found the end zone on his last 2 touches. High end over end kick. It'll come down. This is Sarmento from the 23-yard line, and he is belted. Good work there by Van Wilner and Jalen Starr in the neighborhood as well. Good work again by the kickoff coverage team for the Panthers. So, Pete, that quick scoring drive not going to do much in the time of possession column.
I was just going to say, we're probably the one team that has the least minutes to score the most points. Yeah, there's no time of possession, but what counts is 28-7.
Panther defense getting a workout tonight. They're back out there this time with the Conestoga offense on the field at the 29-yard line. Timmy Bruder in at quarterback, gives inside to McLaughlin, right into the arms of Nick Faribaugh and Jai Curtis. No gain on the play.
Yeah, Curtis pulled him down again. He's having a fabulous game, Curtis is.
Curtis with a few tackles for in the backfield already tonight. That one, give him maybe the line of scrimmage, bring up 2nd down and 10. Curtis with 8 tackles, 3.5 tackles for loss already. And brings up 2nd down and 10 for this Conestoga offense. So James Fisher, 47 yards rushing on just 4 carries, 2 touchdowns, and that last 49-yard kick return set up the short field that time. Motion man Jonah Brown, and they go with a Wildcat snap to James Kesey, and he is wrapped up again. Curtis and 89 Alexi Gustafson in on the stop after a short gain for Kesey. Oh, stretch the football out to the 31 and brings up 3rd down and 8. So Kesey again, sort of an all-purpose threat here coming in the return game as well as the passing game as a receiver, but they'll hand it to him a few times tonight. He's up to 12 yards on his 3 carries.
Look for Conestoga to do some more passing here, Brian. They really have to do that.
3rd and 8. 3 receivers to the near side. Bruder looking this way. Little missile screen to this near side. Kesey looks like a flag coming down. Shane Green wraps him up well shy of the 1st down, and now it's decision time here. If indeed this is perhaps holding on the offense, you're looking at 4th and 4 if you decline the penalty, or do you move them back to 3rd and maybe 15 or so? We'll see when they march it off. All right, holding, and Panthers will, I think they may decline the penalty here. It'll be 4th and about 4. Panthers will decline it. Yeah, they're declining the penalty. All right, so now decision time here for Conestoga, and yes, they will bring in the punt team. Okay, 9:17 to go here. 3 and out go the Pioneers unless we have a fake or maybe a defensive penalty, but in the meantime, they'll set up in punt formation with Arjun Narang awaiting the long snap back near his 20-yard line. Ben Milligan deep to return at the 35. Panthers with 10 men near the line of scrimmage and perhaps aware of a possible fake here. We'll see. Narang awaits at the 20, takes the snap, and let's go with an end-over-end kick. This will be Milligan. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 35-yard line, and the Panther offense will take over once again, this time at their 35. So, 3 and out, first 3 and out of the night for the Conestoga offense. They had moved it fairly well, through most of that first half with over 19 minutes of time of possession, just only able to cash in that one time on the second drive of the game that finished on a 3-yard quarterback keeper early in that second quarter.
What I think might happen here is Haven's line is just going to wear out that defensive front for the Pioneers. Look for some big runs this half, breakaway runs.
Motion man is Milligan, back to pass. They look and they fire to the outside. This is Fisher in the flat. First down and more. Sheds a tackle. Now pulling away. Jeff Fisher with a block. Turns on the Jets at the 30. Pulling away at the 10 and is dropped at the 8-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle by number 13, Bryce Fielding, to track him down. But, oh, baby. Just when you said run, Pete, they floated to Fisher in the flat.
They fooled me there.
Believe it or not, that is the first catch of the season for Fisher that has not been a touchdown. And they'll take it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
7-yard line stop made by number 43, Harmon
43,
Steven.
not 13. Sorry. Steven with terrific hustle from that inside linebacker spot. A gain of 58 on the play. On first and goal, give is to Green. Sees part up the middle, and Green in for his third score of the night. Panthers on top, 34-7, extra point pending. Wow. Again, just 2 plays on that drive.
We don't like time. We just like points.
Shane Green in from the 7. Give him 128 yards unofficially on just 8 carries. And we've got a flag pre-snap, and somebody flinched, or do you have an illegal substitution here? Let's see. Illegal substitution, or is it 12 men here for the Conestoga defense? I don't know if the Panthers will move it up. I guess they're going to go half the distance and try to kick it anyway. I don't know. I would have maybe declined the penalty here. It changes the game here for the snapper and holder, but they'll try it again. Miller and Schuster realign. Gallagher on for the extra point. Kick is plenty long enough and good. Strath Haven 35, Conestoga 7, 8:03 to play before halftime. I'm sorry, coming out of halftime. Third quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening live to high school football on havenfootball.net.
The Swarthmorean Weekly Newspaper has partnered up with havenfootball.net. The Swarthmorean was established in 1893 and is a true community newspaper and covers the Wallingford-Swarthmore School District as well as events in Swarthmore, Wallingford, and surrounding communities. Get your copy every Friday at 320 Market or Swarthmore Co-op, or go to swarthmorean.com for a mailed or digital subscription. For all the local news, read the Swarthmorean every week.
Hey fans, this is Todd Lights, public address announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and you are listening to high school football right here at havenfootball.net.
8:03 to play here in the third quarter. Strath Haven 35, Conestoga 7. The Panthers have 2 touchdowns in this second half in just 4 plays from scrimmage. Another 2-play drive. This one, a 65-yard scoring drive, 58 yards on a catch and run for James Fisher. And then a 7-yard score for Shane Green on the ground, his 3rd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers in business here with a 4-score lead. Kickoff comes down, and nice work again by the coverage unit. Jalen Starr, along with Van Wilner, with another stop shy of maybe right on the 30-yard line. That's Jaden Hall on the return. So,
you know, that kickoff team for the Haven there has been excellent all night. In prior the games, if you remember even prior years, we've always had problems with special teams. Their special teams this year have been very good.
Steyer's done a good job with that short sky kick as well, setting it up. Go ahead, Andrew.
Quick score update from over in Havertown. Haverford takes the lead on an 86-yard touchdown pass, extending their lead 21-13, 5.5 to play in the third quarter.
All right, halfway through the third over there. Springfield down 8. Here, comfortable lead here for the Panthers. Conestoga trying to get something going here. High snap to Kesey's back. He wants to throw it wide open on this near side. And wow, what a recovery. And intercepted by Grayson LaFrance. What a job by Fisher to get back, get a hand on it, and LaFrance with his first pick of the year. Oh, Kesey had done nothing but run out of that formation all night. First pass attempt, and what a job by Fisher, and LaFrance takes it down inside the 30-yard line. Panthers in business once again.
Yeah, Fisher doesn't tap that. That would have been a 20, 25-yard gain there, but Fisher tips it in the air, the interception. Haven has the ball.
Second turnover of the night for Conestoga. This one off the arm of James Kesey. And a wing T look once again for the Panthers. Gives to James Fisher, looking for room off this near side. Lowers the shoulder, bangs his way down to the 22. 2nd and 3 upcoming as Fisher goes for 7 more. So James Fisher over 100 yards of total offense again, 54 on the ground, 58 through the air. And, well, had a couple kickoff returns as well. 35-7, Strath Haven. A touchdown, an extra point.
Running
would
clock.
Get that running clock.
Yep,
Gives to
right.
Milligan. Sweep to that far side with room, and Cooper Murley leading the way. Inside the 20. Sets up the block. Milligan lowers the shoulder and drives into the end zone for a 22-yard score. Oh, these Strath Haven guards have been fantastic tonight. What a job by 67, Cooper Murley. And good patient run here from Milligan to set up the block, and Murley drives his man to the pylon. Milligan just follows him in.
Yeah, those guards on the sweeps have been just blasting holes for them. Amazing blocking today.
Another 2-play drive. Once again, that one started at the 29-yard line. This one, extra point up from Steyer and good. 42-7, Strath Haven midway through the third. We'll have a running clock the rest of the way now. Be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
Your car is probably your second biggest investment, and AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven wants to keep that investment in tip-top shape. AMF Auto Clinic has been maintaining automobiles since 1961, and they take pride in their work and in keeping your car in perfect running order. From inspections to general maintenance and repair, you can trust your auto investment to AMF Auto Clinic in Brookhaven. Call for an appointment today at 610-872-2167.
Hi, everyone. This is Greg Murphy from the Phillies broadcast team, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at Haven Football.
Strath Haven with 6 snaps here in the second half. 3 touchdowns. Ben Milligan doing the honors on this last one. A 22-yard run off the left side. Grayson LaFrance set it up, and Strath Haven leading 42-7. We'll have a running clock circumstance the rest of the way. End over end kick from LaFrance. Again, angling down, taking a hop into the arms of Jonah Brown at the 19. Looking for room off that near sideline. Cuts upfield, but Nick Faribault in there to make a stop, along with Bill Doherty flying in from that left side of the coverage team. Well, it's 3 touchdowns in about 5.5 minutes there for the Panthers. That's pretty impressive, Pete.
Yeah, and if you show somebody at the end of this game the time of possession and the score, they will never believe who has the higher number.
Here we go. Conestoga trying to get something going here. Get some momentum, perhaps. And let's see, here we go. New quarterback in the ball game is Brian Lockett. 3 receivers to his left. High snap, juggled, and Lockett does well just to fall on it and live to see another day here. All right. Conestoga will try again, 2nd down and 14 here. And Lockett, another senior, who will see if he can get something going here, Pete.
Yeah, we'll probably start seeing some substituting by Coach Clancy here. He doesn't like to really rub it in. But 42-7, I think we'll see some subs coming soon.
All right, here we go. Panther defense, for the most part, with the starters on the field at the moment defensively. 3 wideouts to the near side. Lockett on 2nd and 14. Takes a snap, give inside, and a little bit of room off that right side, and good second effort from Ian McLaughlin. Will pick up maybe 3 or 4 back near the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd and maybe 10 upcoming. And James Fisher on the stop. So McLaughlin, about 20 yards rushing on 5 carries tonight. He's been the most productive running back for the Pioneers, with 4:55 and counting to go here in what will be a fast-moving 3rd quarter. Again, if you're unfamiliar with the high school rules here, only scoring plays, change of possessions, and timeouts will stop the clock from here on out. All right, here we go. 4 wide receivers on 3rd and 10. Empty backfield now as they go wing left. Lockett, first pass attempt of the night, dumps it to the flat, incomplete. Just out of the arm. And you're going to end up with, I think, you're going to end up with maybe roughing the passer here. Flag down in the backfield. And we'll see. All right, you're going to end up personal foul, roughing the passer. So new signs of life here for the Conestoga offense, and Panther defensive staff not pleased with that one, as that was otherwise incomplete. All right, so 15-yard penalty and mistake here for the Panther defense, one of the very few tonight. With 3:53 and counting to go here in the 3rd. So clock continues to just roll. We'll try to get you more score updates as we go along here from St. Joe's Prep in LaSalle, from a big one over in Havertown with Haverford and Springfield 8 points apart last we heard. What do we got here? They're going to get a whistle. Clock continues to run. But, okay, they're respotting the football. All right. Chains will reset. The clock continues to tick. Okay. From the 40-yard line, Conestoga with a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. 3 receivers to the far side. Lockett takes the high snap, give inside to McLaughlin, and Alexi Gustafson and Nick Faribault wrap him up quickly. Gain of a couple, maybe 2 or 3 more for McLaughlin. Conestoga next week, looking ahead a little bit. Lower Merion at home, then at Marple Newtown and Haverford at home to wrap up. So home game with Lower Merion, it could be a very competitive game, just given both teams' records. So on paper, that looks like a good one next week for the Pioneers. And, of course, Lower Merion looms for Strath Haven 2 weeks from now. That'll be a Saturday. So short week upcoming here with a Thursday night game here at home with Harriton, and then the following Saturday at Lower Merion. 2:20 to go here in the 3rd. 2nd down and 7. Looks like Kesey in the backfield again. Takes a high snap, does well momentarily to knock it down, but the Panthers are on it. It's Jai Curtis with a fumble recovery. Well, Kesey did well to kind of knock it down, but just couldn't deal with that bouncing football, Pete. That's a tough, tough play.
Yeah, he knocked it down, and the man who's been everywhere, Curtis, the ball finds him for some reason, and he just fell on it. It was just under him, and he fell on it, and Haven takes over.
I don't know if the ball finds him or he finds the ball.
Yeah, he finds the ball. That's probably.
All right, some substitutions now for the Panthers in the backfield, and even up front a little bit. Ryan Mudrick into the game at fullback alongside of Bill Doherty in the backfield. Schuster under center. It's Mudrick straight ahead, cuts to his left, and has room across the 30. Bangs his way inside the 25 for a first down. Ryan Mudrick with a gain of 16. This is, look, Mudrick, it was funny. I had a conversation with one of the coaches and say, look, on a lot of other teams, he's a starting running back. He is a tough 175-pound junior who I would expect makes a little noise next year.
Yeah, next year he may be your running back.
Yeah, that's right. All right, here we go. 2 tight ends, wing to the far side. They give it to Doherty, and he'll be slung down quickly here, losing a yard with Arjun Narang dropping him, I think, in the backfield. Loss of a couple on Doherty's first carry of the evening. Clock ticks. Inside of a minute to go here in the third quarter. Second down and 11 upcoming here, or 12 maybe. Clock continuing to shrink on second down and 12. From the 25, Schuster turns, and they go sweep to this near side, and lots of running room with blockers in front. Up the field and lowering the shoulder inside the 10-yard line is Nathan Lynn back in the ball game for, I say back, it's his first action of the season. He's been out for weeks with an injury, but great to see him back out there. This was a guy they were counting on in the defensive secondary early on, but had some injury issues coming out of camp. So great to see Nate Lynn back out on the field, and that's a senior getting the first carry of the season, knocking it down to the 19-yard line when they will switch sides of the field. So here we go, end of the third quarter. We'll be back in just a moment, see if the Panthers can punch in another one when we come back on havenfootball.net.
Alumni and Friends Supporting Kids is a fiscal partner of the Foundation for Wallingford Swarthmore Schools. Ask strives to bridge the gaps in access to educational resources so that WSSD students have a holistic school experience. Ask helps students K-12 with items, services, and resources to support and enhance their educational experience with a focus on academic, artistic, athletic, and social enrichment. Ask scholarship forms are available on the WSSD website as well as through the school counseling department.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ron Jaworski, former Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, and you're listening to high school football right here on Haven Football.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action, ready to start here with the Panthers at the Conestoga 10-yard line. Brian Carroll bringing play-by-play. Thanks again to Pete Fulgenetti, Mike Mayer, and Andrew Kaufman doing everything else on the broadcast tonight. Panthers with a running clock here in this fourth quarter now, into the football game at quarterback Patrick O'Connor. And we'll try again now. And it's Conestoga getting some substitutions in as well. Officials waiting for everybody to get set, and understandably so. Both teams substituting pretty liberally right here. Understandable, getting some good action for lots of new faces in this fourth quarter. Give us to Ryan Mudrick. Straight up the middle, dragging tacklers inside the 5. Hanging on for dear life is Landon Jones to save a touchdown, but it'll be second and goal from the 2 as Mudrick pounds his way for 8 more.
Yeah, a lot of teams in the Central League would like to have that Mudrick as a running back. I can see what you mean here.
We'll have next year with the pending the graduation of Shane Green, James Fisher, Ben Milligan, and Vince Hales. He'll, I would think, have a few more carries to consider next year. All right, here we go. Second and goal from the 2. This is Doherty looking for him off the left side. Spins his way forward, but shy of the goal line, down to the 1. Third and goal to go. Brings up second, or from the 1 here. Panthers with 2 cracks at it. O'Connor has a couple of seniors in that backfield behind him. It wouldn't shock me to see Doherty or Lynn get the call here. Also in the game now for the Panthers, number 41.
That's short distance. I don't think whoever they give it to should score.
Yeah. Shane Fisher in the game now as well. Give us to Mudrick, and there it is. There's your touchdown. They go to the fullback, Ryan Mudrick, from the 1. He pounds it in for the Panthers' 7th score of the evening. Clock will continue to run even in the extra point circumstances here. And on for the extra point, Ian Gallagher for the 4th time this evening. The senior was back on the soccer field last week and is trying some extra points tonight, as he was dealing with an injury as well. Kick is up and good. Panthers, they've been good all night. We'll be back in just a moment right here on havenfootball.net.
Looking for pre-K childcare with an emphasis on learning? Ducklings Early Learning Center is available for children 6 weeks to 5 years old within one block of Nether Providence Elementary School on Moore Road in Wallingford. At Ducklings, our college-educated teachers create a safe, nurturing, educational environment in our beautiful facility. Call Ducklings today for an appointment at 610-936-9400.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
9:12 to go and counting here in the fourth quarter. Strath Haven 49, Conestoga 7. Jai Curtis with a fumble recovery to set up a short field. Ryan Mudrick doing the bulk of the legwork with a nice run from Nate Lynn to set it up at the 10-yard line as well. And the Panthers now stretch that lead to 49-7. Been quite a night for this Panther offense. And now Tim Steyer ready to kick it away one more time. High, short kick, and looked like a fair catch signaled for and made. Yes, okay. A little early with that wave, but nice job there by Jackson Schmoyer to haul it in and set up the Conestoga offense. Wasn't sure if everybody saw that wave. It came pretty early, but thankfully the officials did and saved him a heavy hit. All right, from the 32. This is Conestoga football, and we'll keep our eye in the next couple of days as to the playoff seeding and so forth. This Haverford-Springfield result will be pretty significant as well. All right, here we go. Conestoga trying to get something going here. Schmoyer checks into the game with McLaughlin as the tailback. Schmoyer sets up as the fullback in the I formation. Under center for the first time tonight is Brian Lockett. Receivers are split, and they go with McLaughlin. Up the middle he goes, pushing the pile for a couple. Dropped quickly by the Panther defense after a gain of maybe 2 or 3. All right, 2nd down and 7. Go ahead, Andrew.
Update from that Haverford-Springfield game. Haverford leads at 21-13 with 7:45 to play. Springfield was driving but fumbled, and Haverford recovered.
Oh, boy. Springfield needs a defensive stop to try to keep that record undefeated. All right, receivers split again. 2nd down and 7. Lockett under center for the second time. Give inside is to McLaughlin. He's wrapped up quickly by Landon Barlow. Zach Milligan in the game now as well for the Panthers. And Sean O'Neill still in there at defensive tackle. So some of the defensive linemen, where the Panthers are a little short right now, still in there battling. That's O'Neill and Gustafson. But Panthers, again, without Oblick and Hales tonight, a little shorthanded. They had Landon Barlow in on defensive line earlier, and he contributed with a sack earlier in the game. Patrick Burke in there at linebacker as well. And it'll be 3rd down and 4 for Conestoga. All right, Lockett one more time. On 3rd and 7, back, looking, slant to this near side. It's caught by Kesey with 1st down yardage, and Moore steps away from one man and is finally wrapped up by Doherty, but not before he picks up a bundle into Strath Haven territory at the 44-yard line. Gain of about 20 and a 1st down.
And that was a nice little pass.
Yep.
And, now there's reserves in there, so they may move the ball a little better, but that was a nice little 20-yard gain.
And good job by Kesey reversing his field there as well, right? I mean, he's got a slant, stopped, and Panthers lost containment on the edge there momentarily. And 1st down Conestoga, nice little setup and good first completion of the night for Lockett. All right, give up the middle they go, into the arms of Burke. And he hangs on to McLaughlin at about the 39-yard line. Gain of maybe 5 or 6 more. See where they spot it.
There's a flag out there, Brian.
There is. You're right. Holding. Oh, face mask. All right. So, all right. That should. Or did they say first personal foul? Or what? No. Okay. 5-yard face mask. Officials are still waiting. All right. He's checking, and in the meantime, clock continues to run. Nobody's complaining about the clock running, which is, rightful at this point. All right, so gain of 15, or 15-yard penalty rather. This was a personal foul. He signaled holding, I thought, at the initially, but guess personal foul. The face mask, here we go. Down to the 26-yard line after the face mask call. Conestoga sends Bryce Fielding split to the far side of the field. Dan Cavanaugh to the bottom of your screen. All right, Panthers with a couple of 15-yard penalties this second half. Won't make people happy, but in the meantime, McLaughlin lunges inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. Gain of 7 more. All right, some more substitutions now for the Panthers. Shane Fisher in on defense with Tyler Slaughter. Nate Lynn checks in at strong safety. And second down and 3 upcoming after McLaughlin went for 7 more. McLaughlin, 10 carries for 39 yards. Did not play in the Garnet Valley game a week ago, but he dots the I here on second down and a long 2. Gives McLaughlin, slides his way, and then pushes near the 15-yard line. That should be enough for a first down. It'll be close. Nice work there by Yosef Ali on the tackle for the Panthers. And they'll put it down at the 14. 3:34, 3:33 and counting to go here in quarter number 4. Strath Haven comfortably on top and looking to move to 7-0 to stay atop the Central League. Dan Cavanaugh split to the near side. And again, it's Bryce Fielding to the far side. McLaughlin out of the eye one more time up the middle, and Landon Barlow goes for a ride but hangs on. Gets help from Slaughter on the stop as well at the 6. 8 more yards for McLaughlin. And looking ahead, Pete, Panthers with Harriton on Thursday. That's a winless Harriton team. And I would expect the Panthers may see more of the same.
Yeah, we probably will see more of the same. Then we have Lower Marion. We may not have a tough game till Springfield, but we'll see.
Well, that's right. You never really know, although here we got a timeout. Strath Haven, they're going to get the defense sorted out here with 2:37 left. All right, we'll take one more chance to say thank you to our sponsors. Be back in just a moment on havenfootball.net.
For your dream home, with over a decade of experience, Jess Mudrick knows the market inside and out. Known for her dedication and personalized service, Jess ensures every client finds their perfect match, from first-time buyers to luxury estates. A partner at the Sheridan Mudrick team and backed by Coldwell Banker Realty, Jess combines expertise with innovation, using the latest technology to make your buying or selling process seamless. For a real estate experience that's second to none, trust Jess Mudrick and the Sheridan Mudrick team. Visit SheridanMudrick.com today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, where high school football never sounded so good, right here at havenfootball.net.
Welcome back to George L. King Field. Conestoga, 2nd and 2 from the Strath Haven 7. Lockett turns, gives to McLaughlin. He is hit in the backfield. Nice work that time by the Panther defense. Zach Milligan, Tyler Slaughter, and Nate Lynn, all with their noses in the backfield. Gain of maybe a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 1 with 2:15 to go here in regulation.
Finally a score up at Upper Dublin. LaSalle takes a 7-0 lead on a slant pass with 6.5 to play in the 3rd.
Wow. All right, St. Joe's Prep going to need to look for a comeback up there in a Catholic League battle. All right, here we go. 3rd and about 2. Lockett under center. McLaughlin to tailback. Lockett looking for the slant. Over the middle, incomplete. Thrown just a little off target. Good coverage by Jalen Starr. Hip to hip with Dan Cavanaugh, the intended receiver. All right, so Lockett 1 for 2 throwing it tonight. And see what the Conestoga offense can put together here now. 4th and 2 with 1:29 and counting to go. Panthers would love to keep that scoreboard at 7.
I think this young unit out there, mostly JV, would really like to stop them here. It would be a real good confidence builder for them.
JP Redmond in there at defensive tackle. Burke with his hand on the ground now alongside of Shane Fisher. Goal line look here. 4th and 2. Lockett with a back on either side. Back looking. They go slant again. Incomplete again. And a late flag. Oh, boy. I don't know. Jalen Starr with terrific coverage, it looked like. But we'll see. All right. Let's see what happens. I guess if you call pass interference, and they will. All right, there's your call. We'll move it to half the distance. They'll move the football forward here and restart the clock in just a moment when they spot it at about the 3 or so. All right, 1st and goal to go. Panther defense trying to get one more stop. 1st and goal to go. Lockett under center. Turns, gives inside. McLaughlin into the end zone for a Conestoga touchdown. 45 seconds and counting to go. And Conestoga will get on the board for what will probably be the final play of the game after this extra point. So Panthers oh so close to keeping that scoreboard at 7, but nice drive there from Conestoga to put something together on their last possession of the evening, Pete.
Yeah, it gives these kids a little confidence, and some of the younger kids get to play, and the outcome was already known, so it's just a matter of getting some confidence with these kids.
14 seconds, 13 seconds and counting to go here. Snap. Oh, now Kesey's going to look to throw it. Looking, fire to the end zone, incomplete. It goes. 49-13 is where it will stay. Pass intended for Arjun Narang, and that will do it. Panthers 49, Pioneers 13, and the Silver and Blacks stay atop the Central League for at least one more week. All right, we're going to take a short time out. Be back. Say thank you again to all of our sponsors, and thank you, our audience, for continuing to support them and our local businesses. All right, be back in a moment on havenfootball.net.
Nagging soft tissue injury, chronic joint pain? Give Rose Tree Wellness Center a call and see Dr. Tom O'Brien for a complete diagnosis and treatment. Dr. O'Brien specializes in active release techniques, ART. ART can deal with many issues, including chronic shoulder, knee, and ankle pain. Rose Tree Wellness Center also offers a complete series of massage therapy as well as general chiropractic care. Don't spend another day in pain. Call 610-789-5555 and make an appointment today.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
This video and audio broadcast is copyrighted by havenfootball.net Incorporated for the private use of our audience. Any other use of these broadcasts or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without a havenfootball.net Incorporated's expressed written permission is prohibited.
This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you're listening to high school football right here on havenfootball.net.
Welcome back. Your final score, Strath Haven 49, Conestoga 13, as the Panthers take care of business tonight. It wasn't without a little worry in that first half, as Conestoga moved the football very well in the first half, but Panthers bend but don't break defense once again gets the job done with getting stops all night, with the exception of the opening drive and the exception of the final drive when the game was really already decided, Pete.
Yeah, this had a little shade of last week's Marple game, because the first quarter and half of the second quarter, we really were giving up too many yards, as we did tonight. But in the second half, the Panthers just took over control of the game, as they did also in Marple. So it looks like they're a slow starting team, but they come on strong. So they got to start quicker when we get into the tougher games.
Well, as you see on the graphic on the screen here, just tune in next week. Next week being now just, 5 days away. Very short week here for the Panthers, but we'll host Harriton on Thursday, 6:45 broadcast start time for a 7 o'clock kickoff, and your 7-0 Panthers will stay atop, for the moment, the 5A District 1 playoff standings. And lots still to be determined. We're going to get, I've been doing projections in the background for a couple of weeks, but this Haverford-Springfield score will be telling. Look, Garnet Valley and Springfield in Week 9 is going to have huge implications. If Garnet, let me just put it out there now. If Garnet Valley finishes 9-1 by winning out, and the Panthers win out and finish 10-0, Garnet Valley's 9-1 will put them ahead of Strath Haven at 10-0 in the playoff race. Just putting it out there to Panther fans now. Do not be surprised if that's the case. That being said, Springfield will have a lot to say about that in weeks 9 and 10 as they will battle Garnet Valley and Strath Haven to wrap up the regular season. Andrew might have some news in the meantime.
They've still got something to say tonight. They're down 8. They just threw another interception with 5:37 to play in that ball game. Haverford has the ball back. Haverford still leading by 8.
Leading by 8. So Springfield needs a very quick and very effective turnaround in the final 5 minutes just to keep pace with the Panthers right now. But look, there is a very real chance that you might have, if Springfield can get a win in week 9 or week 10, you might have co-champs in the Central League once again. But Haverford trying to stay in the mix as well with only 1 loss right now, and would go a long way to knock off the Cougars over the next 5 minutes of football in Havertown. So check out the Dalecote Times. Matt Smith is covering the game right now. You can follow him on Twitter right now, at Matt Smith. So just check it out if you're interested in the end of that action momentarily. But in the meantime, thanks again to Linnell Mosley and everybody here at Strath Haven for getting us set up in the booth. Thanks again to Pete Fulgenetti for the halftime chatter and color commentary. Andrew Kaufman with the stats and more. We'll get things posted in the next 24 hours or so. But and to Mike Mayer with a phenomenal job, as always, directing everything else on havenfootball.net. Stay tuned for Play the Game, features, and more over the next couple days. And we'll be back at it Thursday evening right here on havenfootball.net. One more time, your final score, Strath Haven 49, Conestoga 13. Good night, everybody. This is Brian Carroll signing off. Good night and great football.
This internet broadcast has been a production of havenfootball.net Incorporated. All rights are reserved. Thanks for watching and good night.